Gbagbo's return, a political phoenix or a nation divided. In the heart of Ivory Coast, a once-exiled leader emerges from the shadows, igniting a fierce battle for power. Laurent Gbagbo, the former president, has returned after a decade-long legal saga, his acquittal by the International Criminal Court, ICC, echoing across the nation. But as the 2025 elections loom, questions abound. Can Gbagbo reclaim his throne? Will he unite a fractured land, or deepen its divisions? And what of his complex relationship with President Alassane Ouattara? Was this rematch inevitable? Brace yourself for a gripping tale of politics, redemption, and high stakes, a story that transcends borders and captivates the world. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Kilimanjaro News Network. Click the bell icon to be notified for more interesting and in-depth investigations and analyses of events happening throughout the continent and the diaspora. Laurent Gbagbo, the former president of Ivory Coast, has recently returned home after a decade-long legal battle. His acquittal by the International Criminal Court, ICC, on charges of crimes against humanity marks a significant turning point in Ivorian politics. Now, with the 2025 elections on the horizon, Gbagbo has decided to contest the presidency, adding a new layer of complexity to the political landscape. Laurent Gbagbo's journey has been tumultuous. Born in 1945, he emerged as a prominent figure in Ivory Coast's political landscape. His election as president in 2000 was followed by civil war just 2 years later. Accused of xenophobic attacks against immigrants and political opponents, Gbagbo's presidency was marred by violence and division. His refusal to accept defeat in the 2010 election triggered a brutal conflict that claimed thousands of lives. Gbagbo's trial at the ICC was historic, the first time a former head of state faced such charges. In March, the appeals court upheld his 2019 acquittal, citing the prosecution's failure to prove its case. The ruling paved the way for his return to Ivory Coast, where President Alassane Ouattara extended an invitation. But what are Gbagbo's chances of success now that he has thrown his hat into the electoral ring? Gbagbo's return is met with mixed reactions. Supporters view him as a champion of Ivorian sovereignty, celebrating his defiance against perceived foreign interference. However, critics remember the violence during his tenure and question his ability to unite a fractured nation. Gbagbo faces formidable opponents. Tidjane Thiam, the former chief executive officer of Credit Suisse, is widely expected to contest the 2025 vote after securing the leadership of Henri Konan Bedi's former party. Meanwhile, President Alassane Ouattara, who was re-elected in 2020, remains a powerful force in Ivorian politics. Their rivalry adds intrigue to the upcoming election. Gbagbo's relationship with Ouattara is multifaceted. Once bitter adversaries, their paths have intersected repeatedly. While Gbagbo's return may signal a thaw in their relations, it also raises questions about power dynamics and reconciliation. Can they find common ground for the sake of the nation? As Ivory Coast grapples with the aftermath of Gbagbo's return, the 2025 election promises high stakes, fierce competition, and a nation watching closely. Whether Gbagbo can overcome his past and navigate the complexities of Ivorian politics remains to be seen. Kilimanjaro News Network would like to hear from you directly. Can Laurent Gbagbo's return heal old wounds or deepen existing divisions? What role does Ouattara play in Gbagbo's political comeback? Can a fractured nation find unity under Gbagbo's leadership? Send us your messages. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Kilimanjaro News Network, the authentic voice of Africa. Scan our QR code and visit our website for more news coverage and unique analysis. Kilimanjaro News Network broadcasts in Swahili, Arabic, English, and French.